The bean bags are the worst purchase we've ever made. What a bad idea. Look away. Don't look at me when I blow my nose. Don't look. Hi guys. So last week, it wasn't last week, it was like 3 weeks ago now. A few weeks ago, we read some Reddit dilemmas and I asked you guys to send some of your own dilemmas and we got quite a lot of responses. So I thought we would read them today. From last episode, we've had 28 responses. So we're gonna try get through a couple today. My dilemma. I, a 30 female, started running on New Year's Day this year and I'm a really proud slow runner. I actually saw you when I ran the Royal Parks half. You were so kind waving back at me even if we're at 80k. I was in pain cave. I was like, you know when you're just that tired, you just zone out.
You just kind of
like, I mean, people were like, hello, and I was like, oh, just let it be over. So my brother, 27, has always been a runner and he's pretty fast. 1:26 half marathon. That's like an hour quicker than that's so fast. I'm so proud of him and all of his running achievements, and it must be pretty cool to run that fast. But I'm happy being slow and so proud of my 2:36 half marathon. That's like mine as well. Really good. Yeah, it is. The fact I even ran that distance is such an incredible achievement for me. My dilemma is he's often quite arrogant about how fast he is. He makes comments about how pace matters for real runners and he will tell anyone who listens about how quick he can run. But let's be honest, non-runners don't care and have no context to an 18 minute or a 38 minute 5k. That's true. Everyone running is individual and we are only competing against ourselves. He doesn't seem to realise that. I'm really struggling with talking to him about running now because I feel like he will always make some kind of comment that puts me down as a slow runner. His arrogance is such a horrible trait and it's making me not want to spend time with him. What do I do? Should I speak to him about it? Appreciate any wise words you have because this has been bothering me for the last 6 months. Like 6 months of someone just saying like, just you're not a real runner.
How old was he? 27?
27.
As a 27-year-old man, you should be able to just point out to him like, look, I've especially like you've even mentioned in there, you're proud of him. You think it's really amazing him doing that. Just, I would say the easiest way, just talking to him, just being like, hey, look,
do you think?
I'm quite proud of what I do. Sometimes it doesn't, like, I think it's amazing what you do. Sometimes it feels a little bit like you're not, I don't want to say not proud of me, but like the way you talk kind of makes me put off of running sometimes because it's quite hard for me. I wouldn't
do that. I feel like...
Because it depends on what the relationship is.
Yeah, for me, I think it's better to make some snidey comments that like nip it in the bud. Like if he's like 1:26 half marathon, be like, a real runner would do it in 1:15.
On one hand, yeah.
It says a lot more about them and like their ego and they're fragile and insecure, because anyone who's secure would be happy for everyone. You know that saying where it's like...
It's given a bit of that guy from the last one where his girlfriend beat his time.
Yeah.
And he was suddenly like obsessed with how she did it. But before, when he thought he was going to beat her, everything was fine.
Something that would be interesting to know is, did you start running after he did? Because he might feel like...
She said she's been running from this beginning of this year. He's been running...
I think he's feeling fragile about the fact you're impeding on his sport. It's something he's probably spoke about to all the family. I run half marathons. And then she's like, I run half marathons. And he's like, well...
I do it
quicker. Like, I think it's an insecurity thing. And I think it's up to you. It depends on what your relationship with your brother is like, whether or not you're the type of family to really sit and talk about it, or if he's feeling that comfortable to say things about like real runners. I don't think it's bad for you to then kind of snipe back a bit, just to make him realise that his comments actually do have weight. It might make him think twice if you're like, well... room for improvement. You got 1:26 last time. Why is it 1:32 today?
Yeah, I feel like sibling rivalry is quite normal, but I also think like the older you get, when you have stuff that you start being proud of or start wanting to try out, I guess if you've been like we've been competitive with each other.
We're competitive,
but we wouldn't put each other down over.
I mean, in Mario Party 8, when you get a star and if I lose, I'm miserable. But I think it's clearly getting you down, because if you're saying it's such a horrible trait that it's making you not want to spend time with him, I'm assuming it's like most times you're with him, it's like he's probably making some comment or making you feel some type of way. And I think if it is getting to the point where you don't want to spend time with your brother, you should speak about it. Yeah, because he is great, but like I actually think it's just the fact that he doesn't like that you're doing something that he's probably always prided himself on.
Probably makes him feel less impressive knowing someone else can also do it. Yeah. And so now he's trying to, instead of, if before you ran he used to just point out he'd do a half marathon, and then now you're doing a half marathon and he's like, well, I have, like, to make myself seem more impressive, I have to point out that it's quicker.
Yeah.
And I'm a real runner, because otherwise people might think that it's not as impressive what I do. Like you say, I think it might be an ego thing. If you don't feel comfortable talking to him, I guess you could always just steer the conversation away from running, or just be like, if he ever starts talking about running, just be like, I don't really want to talk about running with you.
I think that, or you know when like someone makes a nasty comment, they say that you should ask them to repeat it. Like, what was that? And then when they say it again, it doesn't have that same weight, and just be like,
they're a bit like,
that's weird. Like, are you okay? Like
make them feel awkward for
saying that, because it's just rude. And sadly, I think there are a lot of people who will make comments like that, and it's on them. It's got nothing to do with you. And I think I see that. It's always, it's never, I'm not saying I don't get hate comments from women, because I do, but when it comes to pace and stuff, it is mainly men who seem to be wrapped up in this pace thing. And
like
maybe
it's a competition.
Maybe it's a sign of what his friends are like with him. Like, maybe his friends are quicker, and maybe they joke about him not being like a real runner, or he's heard that before, and so he thinks it's fine.
He thinks it's
Why does the sun come out only when we film? It's been cloudy all day.
It's just come out now.
Into light. Oh no, go a bit more. There we go. Have to be in the dark a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that better for you?
Yeah.
Sorry if we're in the dark a little bit. But yeah, I think speak to him if you feel comfortable.
And
in whatever way you think, whether that's a sit down conversation of, your comments actually really upset me. And he might not even realise they do if you've been just brushing it off for all this time. He might not realise for you it's been 6 months of like festering. And maybe that conversation will help. If being snappy back works for you, be like that back, and make some jokes back. Otherwise, either say you don't want to speak about running anymore.
Steer the conversation
away. Because if he's also, it depends, like if he's like this about everything else, it's a bit of a red flag on your relationship, and then
you got to put your foot down a little bit more if it's on everything. If it's just running and you can live without talking to him about running, or if you feel like you can bring it up to him, definitely do. Because I mean, you'd think at 27, you've got to be knowing that your actions affect you. This isn't like a 15-year-old brother winding his 16-year-old sister up. This is a full-grown man who's making comments that's making someone else down.
That's what I would be like. Don't you have anything better to do than put me down? Come on. Keep us updated. Let us know how it goes if you speak to him.
How it goes.
Yeah, and don't blame us for the relationship ends.
Girl, this probably isn't even a dilemma. Or maybe it is, I don't know.
I'm Guy.
And Guy.
Two girls.
Thank you. Maybe I need to be more of an asshole, but I've been training for the best part of 10 years, pro youth sport and all that, so I know my form is correct and it works. And it looks the way it does when I do it, because I'm 5'8". But in the gym, there's this one girl who I constantly catch glaring at me, and at first I thought it was like, maybe she doesn't know what she's doing and she's looking around for inspiration and form correction. But then one day she came up to me on the leg press and told me to stop being so dangerous because I'm going to break my leg from locking out my knees. I categorically do not lock my knees out. And I was just sat there like, haha, okay, thanks for the advice. And now she seems to find me every session I do, regardless of the time of day, and every now and then will tell me I'm doing something wrong when I truly know that I'm not.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That would really put me off. Like, first thing, if someone kept coming up to me in the gym to tell me I'm doing something wrong, I wouldn't even like it if it was once. Like, I think unless you ask for help,
yeah,
or unless you're
I think if you're
close
doing
with
something
someone,
dangerous, if it's
yeah.
like, I don't know, like say if something's about to fall,
yeah.
like if a weight on a side is about
Like,
to fall off and someone's like,
careful.
oh, like that's about to fall, I'd be like,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
But if I'm minding my own business,
yeah, or someone's been like crushed under the weight, not that I could do anything about it, I'd be like,
help.
help over here. But did it say she did, what is it she did? Youth pro sport? She knows what she's doing.
Well, I think the fact that she didn't even say like, oh, I lock my knees out and it's fine. She's like, I don't even do the thing that they've said.
Yeah.
Because I've seen those videos of people locking their knees out and it's
a bit like, ooh.
Like it snaps the other way.
I suppose as well, like being someone who's 5'8", I've seen this. Like, I'm not 5'8", but I've seen how form is different depending on your height. Like people who are shorter,
like height,
build. Their legs when they do a squat is different to someone who's taller. I'd find it really off-putting. You know, like every time you're going into the gym, someone's like, you're almost going to be looking out for them because you're then like, oh, like, is she going to be here telling, like, she's going to come over and tell me I'm doing something else wrong?
That's classic. It's always like, no matter what time you go, the person you don't want there is going to be
Yeah, because I've had this in the gym where there's this guy and he's really old and it doesn't matter what time of day bear in mind I've not been to the gym for a while, but he will always turn up. Like, he's always there. I could go at 2 o'clock, he's there. I could go at 7 p.m, he's there. It's like he lives in the gym.
I think if it was a one-off, I would have just brushed it off.
Yeah.
Kind of like this person says they did. They just said, okay, thanks for the advice. The fact it's every single session and you're getting told you're doing something wrong every single session, even when you're not.
Yeah.
I think I'd initially just be like, look, I appreciate you're trying to help, but I really don't want any.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get through my session and that's it. And sort of like try and be polite but quite upfront with it. If she then keeps going, I'd be a bit of an arsehole and just be like, off.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Is there like a youth pro sport t-shirt you've got that you could wear that says like, I know what I'm doing, like, go away, because I hate confrontation.
It's from like 10 years ago. You're like walking around this tiny little shrunk t-shirt.
But it's like, I wouldn't be able to like, I'd really struggle with the confrontation of it all.
But I think that's why I'd say the first time I would just say, is it getting bright again?
Oh.
So I think the first time I'd say, like, in a nice but a bit more of a stern way, like, I appreciate you're trying to help, but I just don't need it. Like,
it's so
like,
tricky,
I appreciate it.
yeah.
I think it's really kind, but I just don't need it.
I'd maybe, if you're not confrontational, start up a conversation of like, oh, so how long have you been going to the gym then? And then see what she says. And then you could be like, oh, like, nice, I've been doing like youth pro sport since I was 14, like been coming to the gym, did blah 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 with a coach. Because then it's not confrontational, but
and it might make her
basically
think like,
indirectly
oh,
says like,
this person knows what they're doing.
Yeah, like
okay.
she knows more than me. And then I'd maybe be like, yeah, like it was actually really hard for me getting in as like someone like who's 5'8", like
I had to figure things out for myself.
Form out different. If you don't feel comfortable saying it outright, maybe something like that, like almost sparking up an interest in a conversation to almost
point out that you know what you're doing. And then the
next time she says something, then you could be like, oh, come on, you know, I've done this for years now.
You might want a friend.
Yeah.
This might be the beginning of a beautiful little friendship.
And then you can laugh about it after coffee. Like,
like,
I hated you in the beginning. I feel like we answered that one very good.
I hope so.
At work, they organised a run for all levels. I'm a slow runner, proud to be. I love that. So I showed up. It was a bunch of guys and I got left behind after only 2k. Nobody waited for me. It was in an event abroad in a city I didn't even know. I was really surprised by the fact that a group of guys would leave their girl colleague alone behind.
That is
awful.
crap.
That is so bad.
So it's not like a work run club, it was just people from work said they wanted to run.
Like maybe she's abroad for work. I know they're all abroad
like they've
for
gone
work
on a work
and they've
trip.
gone to an event abroad. Like maybe there was, and they've organised a
and they've
group
been like,
run
oh,
or
let's go
something,
for a... Yeah,
and
I get
she's
that.
gone. Sadly, I know
It
from
happens.
experience, this sort of stuff happens more often than you think, which doesn't make it okay. But I understand like the struggle and the embarrassment of it. I literally think I made a ranty TikTok about this the other day, about how if something is advertised for being for all levels, you've got to cater to that. Different companies and events, they say they cater to all levels, but actually what they mean is like they want to have as many people there as possible, but they'll cater to 5:30 to 6:30 pace. And then if you're not in that, you'll be at the back. The thing that is extra weird to me is like, if it's an event abroad, I'm assuming then they've got like court marshals and course marshals. Maybe.
Oh, you think it's a run event? I thought it was like, for example, like she went for a work event and then the people who went were like, oh, do you want to go for a run in the morning?
Right.
And then they've done that.
See, that I don't like as well, because then it's like, I was going to say, if it was like an actual event, you know, like the course is laid out and there's marshals and you're not really on your own.
But that is like you've been ditched in the middle of the city you don't know.
Oh.
Which is
awful.
So bad. I think annoyingly, if it's something where they just happened to be like, who wants to go for a run, let's go, there's not loads you can do. You can maybe bring it up to them being like...
Is it a HR issue?
If it's not a work-based club, I don't know if HR could do much.
I think maybe whoever organised it, speaking to whoever organised it, and it doesn't have to be a big deal, because I can imagine it's probably hard because you want good work relationships and these people...
But it's not going to necessarily ruin your work relationship.
But I think being a woman in a country or in a city that you don't even know, that's so dangerous. And I always think not only that, when you're a slower runner getting ditched, you probably did run a bit quicker than you normally would have, just to try and like
see if you could catch up to them.
But you're risking injury to do that as well, like. And
then you're risking your safety with them leaving her behind after 2K as well. Like that's just.
That's so bad.
It is crappy.
I personally would bring something like that up, or. Just next time, if this is a common thing that on work trips you go for runs, next time they organise something, I would literally message and be like, no, not after last time. Like, not after might as well go on my run on my own, because that's what happened last time. I think people get defensive and they'll be like, well, you know, we want to run at our pace. But it's like, then don't say it's for everybody. Like, it's simple. Like, you don't have to say it's for everyone.
It's okay to have quicker runs. Or to say like, oh, everyone can come, but just to let you know, everyone that says they're coming is running at a 6-minute pace. Like, it's one thing if you turned up at like a park run with some friends and they ran off and you were like, oh, I have to finish this now.
Yeah.
But say like, if we went to a city we've never been in and I just ran off because I was like, you're not running quick enough.
Oh my God.
And you were then just like, well, I don't know the route. And after 2K, imagine you're like...
fuming.
Imagine you're in an area you don't know. Yeah. Like, not like right near the hotel or something. We would fall
out, because it's dangerous. I mean, we fell out that time on that 5K. It was like one of the first runs we did together, and it was a route I knew.
Yeah.
And you were ahead of me, and I was annoyed you didn't even look back. You were in your own zone and in your own world, and it was like, how dare you run off with me? Like, it's just...
Also, by running off, I was about 10 metres ahead.
But it was like, it's like a principle thing. You're like,
If you're invited on a run with people, you want to run with people.
With people, yeah. Oh, it's still in the sun. We're going to have to do something. We're going to have to... I normally double drop, maybe even a triple drop for halves, with a fall coming up, do I stick to the same dosage or up my game and go for 6 to make sure? And then it's an emoji of a pill and then the poo emoji.
Oh, drop. I thought they meant like they. I thought like they're dropping stuff off as they're running.
But I think he means like a double drop, as in like double pill. Like maybe emoji. Like he has double for a run and then triple for half marathon.
Surely that's not true,
do
right?
I stick to the same dosage or up my game and go for 6?
Surely that's not a real one, right? 6. You're not gonna poo for days.
I know. Well, maybe because I speak about my tummy troubles.
Okay, if
this is a safe space.
If this is someone joking,
yeah,
they've fully got me.
Yeah.
If this is someone talking
We're
about,
gonna answer it like it's real.
Yeah.
I think you need to, if you're relying on medication that much, it's a sign you maybe need to look at your
medication.
like diet, I was gonna say. Because my stomach is very sensitive, and before a marathon I follow this thing called low FODMAP, which is where you cut out lots of different types of fruit and vegetables that can irritate your stomach, because IBS is an umbrella. It could be lots of different things, and mine's very responsive to food. And there have been times, even on a marathon, where I've had to take an Imodium or on my training runs to stop myself from going. But the perfect combination for me is the diet I follow, and sometimes, like I took a bit of an Imodium on Sydney because my stomach was just really, it was just messy, it was just messed up. So sometimes it's necessary, and by the sounds of it, you know that you take 2.
If you've got the time, do your training runs, see how you fare. Yeah,
see how you go on training runs. Are there any other triggers? For me, if I run faster than a pace I'm used to on training, messes my stomach up. Are you giving yourself enough time to go to the toilet before? Are you eating foods that agree with you? Are you lowering your fibre before the full?
Or are you just relying on
because there's been times where I've not took my like regiment routine as seriously, and I've seriously regretted it on race day. I would recommend, I'm not saying you do have IBS, but even low FODMAP and low fibre might help you not have to go as much. I don't think up your game on a whim, like
no,
as you
start
say,
off
like
with 2
try
on
the
your training runs.
Because it's quite damaging. It can be quite dangerous for your liver and stuff, can't it? Because it can. You're meant to up your water intake when you take these things. So it could be like, it could be a sign that there's something else going on with you.
Yeah.
If this is real, because 6 is madness to my brain. But
it's also not necessarily Imodium. It might be something else.
It could be something else. So like,
see a doctor. Anything with medication, go to a doctor. They're gonna know.
Keep a diary.
Or keep a diary.
No, I mean keep a diary, because have you had runs where you don't need to go? See what you ate the night before, see what you did the day before. Like, what is it about your shorter runs that make you not need to go? Okay, thank you for sending your dilemmas. I actually have a lot of fun reading these out. Like, I want to try do this once a week, like a vlog, and maybe this. That's my ideal, but I say this, I haven't uploaded in 3 weeks. Please keep sending your dilemmas in the link below, and we'll keep reading them out. And we've had some, this would actually be good to know, we've answered a lot of running and fitness ones today, but we have had a few like relationship, love, etc. dilemmas. Would you like different episodes to deal with different themes? Would you just like whatever read out in whatever? Because we don't actually know where this is going. We've just kind of, we're new to this.
We're just starting out.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.